Today we are here because of one great man, Brigadier Warioba. We may not bring him close to the level of Abraham, because we know Abraham is our father of faith, but we may equate the teachings that we are having from this reflection to what he has been to us. First of all, you left where you are from the military service. You had retired, in fact. And you left your country and came to where we are. And that's the first command that God gave Abraham, and he also gave you, and you accepted with humility to come and serve this department, this service, to be one of us, from a brigadier to a prison officer. It is a humbling acceptance to what you have become, to what you became. This is also what each and every one of us should always strive for. That whenever we are called to a kind of a call, to a vocation, to a career, that we know that it is a moment of blessing for us and for you. It's a moment of making other people great, and it is a moment of you to be great. So here we are to celebrate greatness. We are here to celebrate one who, in the example of Abraham, has portrayed those same virtues. And we pray for our Commissioner General that as he goes to the next generation, to the next step of life, that God will bless you, and that your family will also be great on earth, and it will as well be blessed. But we thank you for the time, the opportunity that you granted our brigadier to serve us. We felt him, we saw him, we smelt him, and we were able to even to breathe him. That he was an impact to each and every one of us, from the lowest to the highest. Lord, we pray that you also lift him up from the lowest to the highest, so that he continues to live and enjoy your blessings always.
This afternoon, we celebrate honor and bid farewell to a remarkable individual, a dedicated leader whose tenure has marked by extraordinary service, unwavering integrity, and a steadfast commitment to justice and reform. Brigadier retired Warioba has been a pillar of strength in our prison system, leading with a vision that has brought about meaningful change and inspired countless prison officers. Over the past 3 years, he has prioritized the welfare of both staff and inmates, always keeping their well-being at the forefront of his efforts. As we celebrate Brigadier retired Warioba, we are reminded of many officers he has touched, particularly through his efforts to address stagnation in promotions. His positive impact and the legacy he leaves behind will guide us for years to come. Thank you, sir, for the countless hours and tireless efforts you have devoted to the service of the Kenya Prison Service.
I have the pleasure to congratulate Mr. Patrick Mwiti Arangu, the Commissioner General of Prisons, following his appointment by His Excellency the President, his swearing in and assumption into office. The regional commanders hereby promise to support you as you execute your mandate of Commissioner General of Prisons. Receive warm regards from all the regional commanders, Kenya Prison Service, who are present here. We bonded well as correctional officers, despite having come from the military. That is, despite you having come from the background of military. We bonded well. We as Kenya Prison Service officers, and in particular regional prisons commanders, with you as the Commissioner General of Prisons. You lay a firm foundation which we believe your successor, Commissioner General of Prisons, Patrick Mwiti Arangu, will take a notch higher. Asante kwa kutuongoza kwa usawa. I cannot forget to appreciate your family, which we believe you must have supported you during your service to humanity, we Kenya Prison Service being part of that humanity. We wish you all of the best in your future endeavors, full of warmth and happiness as you continue being a great leader. The regional commanders and officers who serve under them say, we will miss you, sir. God bless you. God bless us all.
Looking back at your amazing career, your greatest accomplishment within a very short time, the encouragement and wisdom that you have given us has been a true inspiration that have made us as a team wish to achieve more and more. The family of our retired brigadier, we also want to thank you so much for allowing this great gentleman to be amongst us. And he really came, he saw and he conquered. And now he is going home with his head high, knowing that the impact that he had on his people will live long even after he is not with us. As you exit, sir, the team is grateful for your efforts, experiences and commitment which elevated our Kenya Prison Service to a higher level. We do not wish to forget that even in your retirement, you have continued making calls to us, just wanting to know how we are faring, and more so importantly with our families. Our prayer is that as you scale the next level of your life, that God guides you and takes your hand. As our Bishop-elect said, you have been a blessing to many people and you continue to bless them.
Also along in the college, we in the Prisons Department have benefited mostly in your lectures, and the men and women out here are no stranger to the topic leadership and command. Leadership and command is what makes a service move. Leadership and command is what makes a department, any organization, stand for what it stands for. The business it was supposed to do and the business it intends to do. And I'm sure those lectures will be missed. We have enumerated some of them to be part of our training notes in all levels of courses in Prison Staff Training College, and I'm sure we'll be able to mention it with your name if you do allow, sir. As you enter your service, it ends on a high note. The staff are full of praise of you, and I'm sure it was a brief 3 years, but it's a moment that we will live with, and we will appreciate every moment we can. For the sacrifice you gave, you and your family and your community, it is not easy in that top office, but we appreciate that you gave that commitment and so wholeheartedly that it has an impact to not only us, the serving officers, but our families and friends who we interact with. I'm sure that when you handing over the baton to the Commissioner General, Mr. Arandu, and the leadership of the Kenya Prison Service with the two Deputy Commissioners General, headed by our Principal Secretary, we will be able to attempt to go in those footsteps. And I'm sure we will fondly remember and keep focused. At this time, Brigadier Warioba retired. We wish you and your family God's blessings. God be the light in front of you, as you've always believed in that and made us be believers of the same.
Our chief guest today, straight to the point, very focused. He knows where he wants the service to go. He really practiced the open door policy of the KPS and allowed us to interact with the staff, with the prison units across the country whenever we requested. We have achieved a lot together, and I believe that with the smooth transition that has been there, we shall continue to work with the KPS, and a lot more will be achieved. I know.
Here, retired Brigadier John Warioba, it takes only a special and extraordinary person to retire twice from two different and very, very key state departments. And you have done that for us. As you step into this well-earned retirement from KPS, words can hardly capture the immense respect I hold for you, sir. You joined KPS at a time of crisis when the prisons department was in dire need of leadership and transformation. And you have left that profound transformation in the KPS, and we shall not forget your legacy. As partners, those who are here and not here, we thank you for helping us achieve our mandates by coming into prisons, coming into your office anytime we needed your support. As you step out into the world, touch other lives out there as you touched us at the prison service. And we wish you all the joy, fulfillment, peace that you greatly deserve.
As you say, as you kick away tension and say Karibu pension, we really wish you the best. May you have peace, may you enjoy your retirement now for real. We don't know if it's going to be for real, or maybe the president has another, appointment that he's preparing for you. Whichever, however the ride goes, we really wish you the best. That you continue enjoying a good health, a happy family life, like you always encourage people when we meet, and may you continue to serve God and humanity in whichever aspect that you land next. For Mr. CGP, the new sheriff in town, we really look forward also to work with you. You know the system, so we'll be looking forward to seeing how we continue to support the prison service in its endeavors to meet its mission and vision.
And today we celebrate a great man with a long military career who has also taken up the mantle and came into the prison service and made such significant changes which will last for a long time to come. The retired Commissioner General has often said, Andy, you're a man of few words. And he always makes sure I say a few. So I'll keep this very short and sweet. But what I do say is from the heart. And what I do say is that we recognise the significant, long-lasting achievements, and we celebrate your retirement. And we wish you a long and happy retirement and good health for you and your family. God bless you.
Heri ya kustaafu, kipenzi chetu Warioba, kazini mchangamfu, maneno yako ni tiba, twajihisi wapungufu, umestaafu mapema. Heri ya kustaafu, sote tunakutakia.
Today we are here to celebrate our hero. As the Bible says, how wonderful the prison it is for brethren to live and in harmony. We are here today, this afternoon, to celebrate our retired general, and this demonstrates how harmonious that brought us together, and that is why we are here today. Sir, during your tenure, we did learn a lot of things. We learned excellent management skills that has helped us, and we will continue helping us also. We want to thank you, sir, because you assisted us and you made us proud as a department. You are there to defend us, and you are there to stand with everybody. Today, as you leave, we have left the department management that is intact. People, all senior officers have been promoted, junior officers have been promoted, everybody is celebrating. As Jane said, many would have wished to be here today to celebrate with you and buy you time. But since this room was small, we hope that other arrangement will be put in place.
On behalf of the Department of Probation and Aftercare Services, we want to deeply express our sincere gratitude to the relationship that Brigadier Warioba had with our department. Ladies and gentlemen, we are created for relationships. Relationship with the Almighty, regardless of what faith you have, and relationships with each other. A man of faith, indeed, I can confirm. The travels we made, within and without, his first stance will be with the Bible. 2, in his relationship, I want to talk about leadership. One mark of a leader is consistency. And in the short period that we've interacted with Brigadier Warioba, he has remained consistent and firm in decision making. And once he makes a decision to partner with our department, to perhaps lend a hand, to come in handy if we needed support from Kenya Prison Service, he would not waver, he would not change. A great mark for any leader. Decision making and consistency. Because I said I would only use a few words. Last but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, it is not the period of service. It is not the many words we want to use, but it's what we do that leaves a mark. Brigadier, you left a mark. A mark when you visited our institutions together, and you took time, particularly for the vulnerable. You were able to interact with the mighty and the very vulnerable offenders just to find out how they are, and to give them that fatherly touch and hope. And to the officers, the mark of discipline. How I pray, on behalf of our department, the divine presence of the Lord will locate you and your family now and always. And even as we celebrate you, we learn from what you've left behind. May God bless you most abundantly.
One thing about leadership is being predictable, that the Arangu you knew yesterday is the same Arangu today, and it's the same Arangu you expect to see tomorrow. That's who our general was. He was fair, he was firm, he was committed, and he transformed, particularly matters human resource, staff welfare, and the general working conditions of the prison officers. We would not have asked for anything better than what you have been able to achieve for the 3 years indeed you have worked in this service. Many of us have learned in a very special way, in a very different way. PS, yourself, and some of us have been to PACs, that is parliamentary still remains PACs. You don't have to say it for everyone. Responding to audit queries coming from stations. And Madam PS and the former CG, because I was the Director Planning and Development, she never drew his officers under the bus. And you understand when you are before the Parliament and these are issues that touches on integrity of the officers, he and the PS stood their ground to ensure our officers remain protected. It's not easy because probably were it anyone else, after that, someone before PACs, definitely the first thing would have been a transfer and of course being given lesser assignment and responsibility. You would talk to those officers, guide them, and ensure that such things are never repeated. Anyways, we appreciate what you have done. We'll keep in touch. We'll keep consulting you when we need some advices here and there. and will also remain a friend of Kenya Prison Service. That one we assure you, anytime you require any kind of support, we'll readily be there to support you. And when I say this because of all other levels, they will be there to support you. So we wish you God's blessings, God's favor, good health, long life, even as you transition to this new level. And I hope you'll also keep us in prayers as we bring our teams together to, move KPS to another level, working with my colleagues, working with our peers, working with our sister department parts. Will ensure that the State Department will scale greater heights of achievement in many other fields.
I have learned many lessons having worked with you these last 12 months, that we all need to strive to work well. To work well for the common good. Because who is a leader? A leader is a person who is able to take care of those he has been put in charge of. Not to lord it over them, not to order them about, not to make their life miserable, but to be able to take care of those they have been put under. I learned a lot from the brigadier. And his ability to know to the last corner who the OIC is and what they are doing was always an inspiration to me. I liked his sense of purpose, his sense of integrity, his sense of clarity of thought and direction. That is something I will always appreciate. And of course, I did appreciate the fact that he was visionary, because that is what a leader ought to be, a visionary thinker. Because they say, as a man thinketh, so he is. He thought and he had great dreams for this State Department, and in particular for Kenya Prison Service. I am aware that he found it, when he came into this space, there were issues that needed to be resolved. He took it in stride and started doing those reforms. And I must say, I have ridden on the back of his success, where the officers now can say, we are truly Kenya Prison Service officers, and we are proud to be so. That is amazing. That is amazing. And I'm hoping, working together with the new Commissioner General, we will be able to take it to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. Let this be a service where people only see prestige, where they only see professionalism, where they only see commitment and dedication and a sense of belonging. Brigadier, we assure you, we are equal to the task. We shall carry on. Your shoes are very large. It will be very difficult to fill them, but I'm quite certain the new Commissioner General, working with his deputy commissioners, we shall work together and try to match what you did and get to the next level. For sure, we will reap great fruits, and you will be proud of us. Our strength will be renewed like the eagle, and we will ask you to come again and again and give us words of advice and walk with us. Do not go away completely. Keep coming back. It is our great desire that you walk with us in this journey of transforming this State Department to be a center of excellence. I wish you all the best, Commissioner General.
As I move on to the next chapter of my life in retirement, my second retirement, that is, because when I served in the military, I retired and stayed out there for 1.5 years. So I was fished out of that 1.5 years retirement to become the Commissioner General of Prison. So I'm taking my second retirement. I carried with me lessons learned and the relationship built over the period I have served the Kenya Prison Service. While farewells are often bittersweet, I am hopeful and excited about what the future holds for the Kenya Prison Service with the ongoing reforms. Please keep in touch. I would love to hear from all of you and continue to share our journeys, even if they take us in different directions. Thanks you once again for everything. I wish all of you continued success, happiness, and fulfillment in your endeavors. May God bless all of you abundantly together with your families. So retirement is not something that should shock anybody. Retirement has always been there. If you read the Bible, if you read the Old Testament, the book of Numbers, chapter 8, verse 23 and 26, that is where retirement is much talked about. And it was referring to the Israelites and to a tribe of the Israelites called the Levites. The Levites were the tribe in Israel that were meant to produce the priests. Most of the priests in the Israelites came from the tribe of the Levites. So in that book, it says that retirement, Israelites would start working from the age of 25 to the age of 50. So upon attaining the age of 50, they would retire. They were required to retire at that age because of what they were expected to be doing while serving between 25 and 50 years. Because of the long journeys that they were making across the deserts while carrying the tabernacle. And this required people who are strong, lean and strong. That is what the Bible says. People who are lean and strong to be able to carry the tabernacle. So if you became over 50 years, then you decide some other duties to do. So retirement is not new. It's not new. So don't get shocked with it. And if you continue reading the Bible tells that there are 4 pillars in retirement. And one very great pillar in retirement is the family. That's what the Bible says. And if you don't have one, then you better start to get one. Because it will be a requirement in your retirement. And I've always been telling this person also, the most important unit in retirement is the family, because these are the people that will accept you back once you retire. They don't have a choice. Because as with your wife, you are told that and take death to your part. Nothing else can separate you. So the family is a very important pillar. The Bible talks about it in retirement. The second most important pillar is health, good health. I'm happy I retired of good health. I was not given Dr. Masabat problems at my age. I think I'm good to go. Then the purpose. What is it that you are going to engage yourself by retirement? That is what the Bible is telling you, it's asking you to think about. Then of course finances. Do not think that finances are not important when you are retired. You need them because you are becoming old, you are becoming aged now, your body is getting now less, the immunity is growing low. So you require finances to maintain yourself. And finances enable you feel well. So retirement is a very good thing. It's a very good thing, ladies and gentlemen, because I've been there. I came to this place very interestingly. I was interviewing one day and sworn in the same day. I became the CGD the same day.
Thank you, Madam PS.